Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Seraphine Vlogs. My name is Seraphine, and if you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, karibu sana pia. Kindly consider subscribing if you're new here, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So, did I really move out of Nairobi? Yes, I did. Why? I mean, why not, right? But of course there was a reason. I've been in Nairobi on my own since 2018, I think. Yeah, since 2018, I think, towards the end of 2018. So it's the only environment I had known to stay after I completed my campus, you know. So moving out was not really hard. I mean, I got a contract out of Nairobi for 1 year, and because I'm the brilliant person I am, I only moved out of Nairobi 4 months to the end of the contract, because I'm a genius, because that is absolute brilliance. Yes, I'm being sarcastic, but then so what I used to do was I used to leave Nairobi every Monday and I used to go back to Nairobi every Friday, you know. So of course that was a lot of traveling, and it used to really bore me. I used to use a lot of fare even on weekdays, because this is my home county, but I used to use a lot of fare even to go home. I used to use 4 cars in a day. That was a lot of fare. So when I moved out, these were some of the things that I was, putting into consideration. A lot of just traveling that I was so bored of, a lot of using of resources that I was also bored of. What was the other thing? Yeah, and I just wanted to, be in a place where I'm chilled. So on this video, I'm going to be telling you, the upsides and the downsides of, being out of Nairobi. And for those people who think being out of Nairobi ni kukua ocha, my friends, I'm in the central business district of Kenya County. In other words, I'm in town. I'm also in town like you guys are. But yeah, so when I moved here, I remember I had these goals in mind. I was like, okay, I just need to settle in Kerugoya. Kerugoya is like the headquarters of Kirinyaga County. That's the last time I'm going to be mentioning that I'm in Kirinyaga County. But I remember when I first moved, I was like, there are things I really need to do when settled. One of the things I wanted to do was obviously make videos, because with all the traveling, I felt like I was always so tired, and I was definitely out of psych itself. So every time I would tell myself, when I move, and it's going to just be easier being in, where I'm working, then I'm going to be making so many videos. I am so sad to say that I did not do that for even the 4 months that I have been here. This is the first time I'm actually doing a video since I moved. So definitely that did not work. The other thing, I was like, I need to just be settled so that I could just go to the gym. I have never joined the gym till date. I've not even started house exercises. So that is another fail. Another thing, I wanted to do driving, and to date I have not done that as well. I wanted to start doing sewing. If you know, you know. If you know me, you know that I really love, to understand the art of making clothes. So I really wanted to get some kidogo course on that. I also did not do that. But regardless of that, I obviously had some upsides to, being here compared to being in Nairobi. So I'm gonna start. So the first thing is, I think I'm gonna start with the downs. Being in Nairobi, the nightlife in Nairobi is so big, or it's just extensive. The nightlife in Nairobi, like, you can just walk out of your house at 9, go to the supermarket comfortably 10, 11, and I don't know what other nightlife you think I was trying to imply. Well, that's up to you, but also that anyway. But Kerugoya as a town, it dies so early. By dying, it's just a metaphor. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you leave the house at 9, you'll probably be almost among the last people to be walking. So that's one of the downsides. So you have to really plan yourself early and not do those things at the very last minute. 9, even at 9, you'll find supermarkets closed. So yeah, the nightlife here ends very early, whereas in Nairobi, the whole night is just a nightlife, and that's a really big plus. And even on the other side that you guys are thinking I'm talking about, well, that too, I'm not going to be talking about that a lot. The other thing that for me was a downside was when I came here, I didn't realize that there's a constant price of water. So whether you use 1 unit of water, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, up to 6 units, you pay the same amount of money, which is definitely a disadvantage for me because I live alone, meaning I'm paying so much for water that I'm not even using compared to someone who's using 6 units and paying the same as I am. Because in Nairobi you just pay for the units that you've used, at least where I used to stay, right? Is there anything? Oh, the other thing, do you know, I always imagine that being out of Nairobi, like being in this Ocha, like things are very cheap. And shock on me, guys, when I came here, I realized things are actually expensive. Like food stuff is very expensive here compared to Nairobi. And I always thought, you know, the produce comes from these Ocha places, and I thought, okay, since that's the case, then it's gonna be cheaper here. But truth is, for example, even kales, the first bundle you can actually purchase is a 10 bob bundle, whereas in Nairobi there is 5 bob bundles. All I'm saying is food is pretty expensive here. I did not expect that. I thought it would be, you know, cheaper. On the good side though, houses are very cheap around here. 1 bedrooms are very cheap. In fact, I remember the first time I wanted a bed sitter, but prices of the bed sitters that I was getting and 1 bedrooms was definitely almost the same. I'm asking it on a punch, and I'm like, okay, then let me just move into a 1 bedroom then. 2 bedrooms are also very cheap. So that's an advantage of this place. What is the other advantage? Now, these others are just cliches, like there's no traffic, whether it's of cars or people, you walk freely. For example, when I used to go to work, I just used to walk to work. In just a few minutes I was there, so expenses definitely were very low. And talking of traffic of people, I remember the first time I came back to Nairobi, back to Tao yenyewe, after spending some time here. I don't know, it was just so new to me, and all nikaanza kujiuliza, like, how do people even survive here? You know, kugongana na watu, people are so many. Kwanza uko downtown kina Kamukonji, you know, so many people, and then just having to, you know, kushikilia vitu zako so much, you can't even get your phone out, you have to be very careful. Whereas here, those are some of the, you know, things, advantages of just being out of Nairobi. You can just make a call while walking. You can just do your thing with your phone while walking. Of course, you still have to be careful. You know, in every market there's a mad person, but you know, it's just more freedom around here. The air is fresher. You know, I'm just being real, guys. There's just so much, you know, quiet and just, I don't know, peace. That's a weird thing to say, but it's just so calm around here, which is also an advantage. On the other side, it means that if there is so much quiet, the fun places around here definitely are not that many, so it's easy for you to get bored. Otherwise, you have to look for some, you know, activities here and there. I mean, in Nairobi you can just do anything, go anywhere, you know, have fun. So the fun activities around here are not that many. So yeah, you've got to, that is another flip side of this bad side of being here, being out of Nairobi. So the other disadvantage for me as a person is the fact that I do not love online shopping, and most of the nice things and the big stores and all that are in Nairobi. So it means that if I really need to buy some things, I need to like keep a list of those things until the day I'm going to go to Nairobi, because I'm not going to do it online. I don't know, I've just not been a fan of online shopping so far, but maybe somewhere in the future I'm gonna get, you know, to it. I mean, I'm not even that busy, so I really just prefer going to the shops and seeing varieties. So that has also been a disadvantage for being out of Nairobi. Also, the other thing is, I'm the type of people who love to shop, you know, in retail places, like in Dubois. You know, things are cheaper in Dubois, and there's a lot of things you can get in Dubois. I'm the type of person who likes to shop at Kamukonji. So if it's utensils, if it's all those household stuff, I'm going to go for them in Kamukonji. And obviously, if you've known me for a while now, you know that Gikomba is Bay. We have not really made it official, but Gikomba is Bay. Like, I really do love shopping in Gikomba. So those are my chwoms in Nairobi. And so being away from Nairobi means I cannot, you know, shop there. But like I've said, whenever I'm going there, I always have this list of these things that I need to buy before coming back to Ocha. So yeah, those are the, you know, the goods and the bads of being out of Nairobi. But yes, I moved out of Nairobi, but now the 4 months are actually done, and now I'm in a state where I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going back, you know, moving back to Nairobi, or just staying here. I mean, one of the advantages of being in Nairobi, honestly, is the fact that if you're aggressive, you'll not lack something to do. But here, there's not that much you can do, you know. But if you have a good paying job, actually, I was telling myself, if you have a good paying job, this is one of the best places to just settle. Like, life is just so calm. I don't know, there's no hurry, there's just there's no traffic, you know, everything is just so nice around here. So now that, you know, like I said, I moved out of Nairobi like 4 months at the end of my contract, and it was actually an unrenewable contract. So now I am now there where I'm wondering, like, should I go back or what should I do? But guys, I'm going to be keeping you updated. If you have also moved out of Nairobi, what are the advantages of the place you moved into? Kindly let me know in the comment section. And can you even move out of Nairobi? You know, people who are used to being in Nairobi have no idea how good it can be to be outside of Nairobi, you know. And I think for everybody, you just need, at least in a year, you need to be out of Nairobi for even if it's just 2 weeks, guys, even if it's just 3 weeks, because being out of Nairobi is such a refreshing thing. It's like you just get re-energized, you know. So yeah, guys, that's all for this video. Continue watching Seraphine D vlogs. Kindly share it to your friends and other people, and if you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing, and let's continue to grow as a channel. And until my next video, guys, bye bye.